Oh, welcome back to bar door. Can't find a way, and well-placed arrow shot from just the right angle might be your key to success. Yeah, of course, I know. Even though I once saw a video on YouTube, there's a certain ability, if you properly utilize it, or weapon, that allows you to open a door and or destroy what bars it from behind, from, well, the front.
What do you want to do?
We need to
What
pick
do you have?
mission. Making trouble. An army is only as effective as its leaders, and most loyalist leaders are pampered nobles who panic when cornered. Planet Earth wants to know your location. Except a certain Ukrainian leader. He came as a comedian and now he's a legend. A situation that kind of proves that you do not need job politicians. A job politician is someone that's doing politics as a job for his whole life, and the only thing that he can do is politics, and apparently the best leaders are the ones that do not come from a decade-old politician experience. Anyway, a clever young captain, the Hidden Dock, has been given our scouts real trouble. We need you to go and give him some trouble. Oh, Hidden Docks, that's perfect.
So it begins.
We can just... press the wrong button. We can just fast travel there. Perfect. Nice. I'm still not really sold on the design of the spear, even though the lightning part is beautiful. Oh, we're done already. Rebel allies alive 2. Why 2? Shouldn't it be 3? That's odd. Did we lose one? Did I kill one? Why is it 2? We have 3 allies. Huh? Did I kill one of our allies? Eh? I mean, I'm serious. Shouldn't we have 3 allies? That's odd. And there again, the blurriness. I don't know where that comes from. It's just... it's odd. Yeah, we're going to increase our infamy to level 3, and then we're going to find more fast travel points. Oh, making trouble.
So what will it be?
I'm always pressing escape.
What?
I need to press space. So what is this? Spears. No, I don't want to train melee fighters.
That's all for now. What do you want to
I want to save our resources. Sure. Sneak in the loyalist camp. Making the way Stampers to Provinus. Yeah, okay. Let's do striking the head. A group of loyalist advisors are making their way from Stampers to Provinus. We think to attend a meeting to discuss future strategy. This is an opportunity for us to strike against those guiding the loyalist campaign. Make sure they miss their meeting.
So it begins.
Again, why can't we sprint / gallop when we are in this city complex? Just unnecessary time waste, or unnecessary waste of time. You see that? Everything went grey again. I mean, it's unrealistic. You can see the moon is shining brightly. I mean, it's a bit too bright. I mean, it's almost as bright as the sun. curious as to how Ragnarok will bring us a couple new features. I mean, technically it's a 2022 release. So, did they improve graphics? I mean, probably not. I mean, they probably went the lazy path. Just gave us in-game content and didn't bother with graphics and the engine, but we'll see. What the? That's what Pigno? Pigno? Oh, he's there. Oh, that's bad. I see why we have two rebels. When I closed the game, now we have melee rebels again. For some odd reason, that didn't change to ranged. So it resets when you close the game. That's odd. And obviously it might not a bug, but when was Siege of Paris released? Siege of... You can't tell me that no one noticed this. Siege of Paris. Release... No, I don't want a Wikipedia article. 12th August 2021. Oh, that's rather late. So, mid last year. Or, well, a little bit later than that. Yeah, well... It's more than half a year. To fix that, so.
Don't forget! It's your turn to feed Phantom today!
Well done, Eivor. I expected nothing less.
I'm surprised to see that cat still here.
It will not leave, and it takes up space. It does not help that Dero and Enna find amusement in how attached it is to me.
Your little band of rebels is growing.
Funny. But truthfully, they grow stronger with each victory, as does their confidence. They are bolstered by our victories, and it's easier to convince new recruits to join.
Soon this hideout will not hold them all.
We will face that when the time comes. For now, we fight. How can I help?
Time we made improvements.
Let's see what upgrades we have now that we are Infamy level 3. Okie dokie. Rebel ranged attacker, marksman, elite marksman. Flaming arrows. Eliminating a target of a solo rebel mission, adrenaline, I don't care. Perception rate of solo mission target reduced slightly, I don't care. So we have 825, so we can buy one. So either flaming arrows or marksman to elite marksman. You know what? Let's go with flaming arrows for now, so we upgrade them all. After that, or maybe one rebel ranged attacker more. Yeah, we're going with ranged reinforcements. That's more important, because the more alive fighters we bring back, the more infamy. The more silver deniers we get, so ranged reinforcements to it is.
That's all for now. What do you want to do?
Let's see what kind of missions we have. Yeah, we're not going to continue here. Solo bonus.
Nothing
back.
to your liking.
I will be back.
See you later.
Well, you know.
Blah, blah, blah. Reaper's bracers. Okay. So before we continue any quest lines, I want these points of interests. Well, these fast travel points, so let's get them. You might have noticed if you're new, if you're new, Ivor's face looks a bit younger. That's a mod. Then I downloaded Well, it's not called make her younger, but it removed a couple of her impurities. The face, which effectively makes you younger. So I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of it. I mean, it was bigger pack of character detail retexturing. That's just one aspect of it, so not inclined to remove it, even though I'm not perfectly fine. But she looks 10 years younger. I mean, it's okay. I'm not sure that a male version, Odin. I believe he didn't. Got these new textures. Yeah, there was a choice with the mod manager. And it said that you shouldn't download both, since that could cause problems. Even so, apparently that wasn't a given. Oh, the slums of Paris. They don't even have a wall to defend themselves. Oh, come on. Well, this looks beautiful. Full of small little details, not so generic. I like that. I don't like generic cities. Give them life. Give them beauty. Give them impurities. Just like this tower. Yeah, we can see nothing. It's just a greyish monstrosity. And apparently an old Roman wall. I'm not sure, but I do believe that the predecessor to Paris by the Romans was called Lutetia. It was a Roman colony as far as I know, or city, the same as Londinium, of course London. Many major cities today in Europe were of Roman origin. Oh, interesting. I guess that's the throne of Charles, and people aren't too happy about it. I'm a bit surprised that there are no guards here. Ah, Boatman Bath Tavern, okay. Ah, so there's the fortress Paris. Padille... I don't know, La Cité? Saint-Étienne? Yeah, I know that one. Grand Chalet? No. Châtelet? Oh dear. My French is beyond bad. Better not talk about it.
Bien les bonjours, Stiest. Comme tu es.
Oh, hello there. Wait, you can buy arrows and titanium in a boathouse? And royal guard shields? What? Hyperbow? Why would a death speaker? Why would a boathouse sell an item called death speaker?
I'll see you later, friend.
This must be the queen of the underworld. Ah, please don't kill me. Goodbye. Ah, yeah, we're getting out of here. Let's just... What the heck? What the heck? What are you doing? Please don't tell me that we have the plague.
The
fuck? What's wrong, dude? God, do this. Whatever. Oh, we have the plague.
Himself holds you over this citadel
Oh my
like
goodness, the
a
plague.
spider.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we were... Oh my goodness, go away. Ever run. The bubonic plague or what? Oh dear. Oh dear. If you don't know, there are several types of plague. There's one that attacks your lungs. I believe that's the most severe one. That's the one where you start coughing blood and getting pustules, black ones. And then you die rather quickly.
This place is heavily guarded.
Out of my sight!
Hey now!
What's wrong, dude? Okay, so apparently we're not allowed to get into the city. Well, we are in Assassin. All but a name, so we'll make our own way. Oh, that's interesting. Why is that there? It seems unnecessary.
Go.
Oh, interesting. We can't climb up here. Oh, that's very interesting. That's the first time in an Assassin's Creed game where they build anti-climb defenses. But that is very interesting. Do we need to do the quest line to get further? Let's get down. It's just faster. That's very interesting. I'm not prepared to deal with that. And it appears that this is... Yeah... The heck? Well... Taking this city might prove problematic. These pestering pan pebblers. Why would they assassin proof their wall? Well, maybe there's a way inside from below, or something that I'm missing, but...
Aid me. Be my eyes.
Right now, that's a problem. There's just no way inside. Oh, I see. Is there a couple attacks that went awful? Yeah, there's no way inside here. What the heck? The city is assassin-proof. So I guess if we want to get inside of Paris, we need to deal with the main quest line. I'll just open that gate, but not sure if it works. Oh, there are a lot of keys. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter since we can get to our fast travel point, but it's still a little bit problematic. Jump! Thank you. I guess we found Vikings. No, why did you jump into the water? You could have just taken this path of boats, but sure, just climb up there because you can. And show off. Oh, thank goodness. For a nanosecond I thought, oh please don't assassin-proof this as well, but no.
Best go put it here.
Oh, this wasn't taken by Vikings. Okay, so this is still in the hands of... Oh, hello there! of Paris people.
Who will defend
Charles.
our Frankish land? Brave Lord Odo, we know he will. Who will save us from the Northmen? Who will defend our...
Whoa. There's a lot of enemies down there. Like a heckload. You didn't see me. It was an illusion. Is it called Saint Mary? Or Mary? Pippin would approve. I mean, Gandalf certainly not, but that's just because Pippin is involved. You know, for a DLC, the city is fine, and this land is certainly beautiful, and it was crafted with more care and love for details than Ireland. Now that's a show-off pose. And seriously, Ubisoft, if someone would look at this, I'm a developer. And I animated this pose, and it's a stationary pose. It's not moving. If I would be the manager and I would see this, I would write down one word on a piece of paper called clipping. And I would give that to the developers. And I would say, a week. And then a week, another meeting. And then I would want them to show me the animation again. And I would expect them to solve this obvious clipping. These shoes going into each other. But apparently, attention to detail can only be found in Rockstar games. Well, what else do we have here? Oh, there's another point of interest. Okay, let's get that one. Where can we jump down? Okay, there. Oh, for a second I thought, no, it's the wrong side. We would instantly die, but lucky us. Nope, we survived. Oh, thank you for the horse. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, how did that one happen? Ah, that was a terrible tragedy. Oh, this is beautiful. What, dude, do we seriously need to get on the road for you to start sprinting? Oh, these cows are entangled. Yeah, and these cows can just leave. What's happening? Goodbye. That's not my problem. I mean, not yet. We still haven't introduced ourselves to our new friends here, so... Whoa! No! No! Kitty cat! No! Let's go away. Oh! Flump! A whole herd of them! A pack of cats! Goodness! Run, neighbor! Run! Okay, 1 kid is fine. 2, that's trouble. 3 is disturbing, and 4, that's a bad omen. Oh, they're killing everyone. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, have fun. Wait, it's below? It's not the highest point. Ubisoft. What? What? Why not the top? Alrighty, so yeah, we need to get there. So we would travel there. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter. We're just going to jump down, get our wolf, and then we're just going to ride. Whoa, the cats are still there. Oh, I thought it was a giant cat.
Here!
Wolfie! Run! Faster! I said faster. What the heck is our... I'm hammering shift, but the game doesn't care. Will the game care if I kick them? And now it cares. And now we can travel fast. Well, that's all.
Won't be gentle if they spot me.
Versionum. Why do we have a cape on?
Watch where you're going!
If they notice the little
You die now!
You serious? How did that one... Got us.
Stand down! No, this is not your silver! Not again!
Wait, what? Nothing happened? Is he friendly? Was that Buggy? Both? Huh. What's that? There's so many mine. Oh, that's Compendium. A place we will raid together, but not in this episode. I definitely like it. That's ridiculous. I mean, I kicked at knee height, and the rabbit was foot height, but Ubisoft isn't on that one. With me. It's just stupid.
I should be cautious around here.
Pretty sure that God has better things to do than to be with you. And then comes the question, if Einstein is right, and he probably is, there are alternate dimensions, parallel universes, so are there billions of versions of God, or is there just one and he exists all across the entirety of space and time and reality? I mean, imagine there are 4 trillion versions of you. You think that God has time or resources to care for each and every one version of you? That seems extreme. I mean, the entire concept of religion seems a bit extreme, but humans require a certain, well, pull to what makes sense, and most people want to believe that what is makes sense and has a purpose. So, back in the days, people started. They saw lightning, so apparently someone made it. Someone was responsible for lightning. And they called it names. At some point they called it Thor. Or the waves. The sea, it rose and killed and smashed, and the tides were everlasting. So someone or something, of course, had to be responsible. And that's how religion came to be. And the biggest question of them all is, who's right? Even if there is some sort of higher power. It doesn't say that this entity is interested in humans at all, but let's just, for the sake of argument, say there is. Who's right? I mean, look at humanity, and every human civilization at some point made a couple theories about what is and what is not.
Better be hooded.
So there are thousands of human civilizations and thousands of versions of different gods, so who's right? What if some sect half across the world away 1,000 years ago,
Best not to draw attention
with 20
here.
followers, was right, and all the others are wrong? I mean, sure, Islam and Christianity, they win the popularity contest, but that doesn't necessarily mean that what they believe is right.
There, mon ami.
So,
Dare you, dog. Coward. Shoot the
prove
idiot.
interesting at some point.
Firing yet? Ah, you! Down.
In the end, to believe that a being of incredible power and understanding would have the time and resources and will to constantly elaborate about humans is extremely ignorant and, well, arrogant. I mean, it's arrogant to think that a being of such might would constantly trouble itself with humans. It seems like an excessive waste of time and resources. I mean, humans aren't that interesting. And one of the biggest problems that I have with religion is some religions, people that preach do good or you will be punished. And look at all the popes in history, or prophets, or other people in religion, and the crimes they committed. And if there truly would be a higher power, if the people truly believed in that higher power, they must have known that they are doomed. There's no going back from murder. There's no going back from slaughtering children. There's no going back from slaughtering innocent. So all these people in power who preached that, and at the same time committed terrible crimes, obviously did not themselves believe in the stuff they claimed. Otherwise they wouldn't have done it. Because the wrath of God, or gods, wherever you come from, something that you would not take lightly if you would truly believe in it. And if you truly believed in God punishing murderers, becoming a murderer is the most stupid thing they can do. Because that guarantees your eternal torture and ending and suffering, so... Yeah, that's a bit proof that most people in history who had great religious power preached to have personal power, and the belief itself wasn't of the greatest
Gods here are
importance
vigilant.
of interest. Religion is foremost, or at least was, across time, across the history of humanity, a tool to control mass. Oh, why are there so many? What? So many balls! What the? Go, explode! What? What the? Wolfie, fight! Fight, Wolfie! Why are there 20 balls in this field? A tool to control the masses. A tool to control small ones. Common people. Nowadays, that's a difference. I mean, in the Middle East, Islam is often used
What are they
still
doing there?
to control normal people. But not everywhere. Even though in terms of progressiveness, of openness, of freedom, Western Christian civilizations are a bit tad more open-minded. I mean, most people that follow the Christian belief, they're no hardcore believers. They wouldn't change their diet or way they live their everyday life because of anything religious. They just share the common belief in something greater than themselves, and beyond that, the everyday practice is totally open. And then, in contrast, look at other places of earth, for example Islam, where people constantly pray, where people constantly think about the journey of Muhammad. And belief for them is part of their everyday life. For most Christians, belief is not part of their everyday lives. And then comes the question, is it good? Is it bad? Does it even matter? Yeah, we're not going to dive into that one. I want to get that fast travel point and then we're done. And the next round, well, episode, after I went to brush my teeth. Ivor, could you please move? Why doesn't she move? Well, that was... Oh, there's a beautiful statue. Overgrown. Well, sometimes in life there's a purpose when something goes wrong. Like that. It didn't work. I was about to rant, and then I saw this beautiful statue. Ivor, why are you not running? I'm hammering shift, but Ivor doesn't care. And then you see this beautiful statue.
Here.
Remember what I told you about the Bible and priests in the medieval ages? They used faith to separate poor from rich and to stay in power. I mean, the Catholic Church did a heckload of evil stuff. And even today, even in modern times, all these children that were raped by priests and nothing changed. Clergy in Rome still the same. Full of people that ignored, blatantly helped these rapists. They raped children. I mean, thousands of priests raped children. I mean, do none of them believe in God? I mean, what happens if you die and God stands before you? What are you going to do? What are you going to say? If an eternal judge approaches and says, where do you think I'm going to put you? Do you think that you were a good boy or a bad boy? The sum of your life, the plus and negatives, the good and bad, where do you think you're going? Do they honestly believe that they have a chance for heaven, a chance for redemption after they raped a child? I mean, are these priests either all blasphemous non-believers, or are they mad? Who's possibly stupid enough to believe that you could get away in the eyes of God with raping a child? I mean, none of these priests can believe in God. Otherwise... Well, there is no otherwise. There is no other solution. You must know that if their belief would be true, that they doomed themselves for all time. There is no redemption from raping a child. Never. Oh, there's still one more. Okay. So our episode has not yet come to an end. Where can I jump? There, I can jump down, okay. Oh, but we have to keep in mind that it's not a singular problem of the Catholic Church. The Evangelists also have this problem, and there's also a problem in Islam with religious people in power misusing their power. And right now the world press is watching legal eyes upon the Catholic Church, but there are also other places, other religions where a heck lot of stuff's going wrong, but the people there don't have any support of journalists. They're afraid and they don't want to go to the press, since they sometimes live in areas where the people in power are religious people, and if they would dare try to oppose them, that would lead to dire consequences. It's quite frankly a luxury of the Western world that you can actually go to the police and tell them what happened, and then they will try to punish this priest. There are places on Earth where that's completely unthinkable. Simply because if you dare to oppose the people in power in some places on Earth, you get serious problems. Sometimes your life will even be in danger, so these people will stay silent. And the numbers will be completely unknown for the ones that suffer. That concludes our story in France, the clipping shoes and the religious thoughts. Until we meet again.